Action.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, how are you doing today?
Better?
Better? Okay. My name is Jacob.
Hi, Scott.
Nice to meet you, Scott. Before we get started today with today's session, I want to let you know that this is a safe place. Anything and everything that is discussed here will stay here. Okay? And I am a mandatory reporter. If I feel that at any given time what we discuss leads me to believe that you are going to hurt yourself, I do have to report it. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, great. So tell me a little bit about what brought you for today's session.
Well, I just had issues that built up and led me to be hospitalized. I think it got so acute that I just put a belt around my neck and I don't know, I guess you could call it a suicidal attempt. I don't know. Just frustration.
Mm-hmm.
It just, I don't know, it just led to that, being hospitalized at the St. Joseph Medical Center.
Okay. So what I hear is that due to frustration buildup, you put a belt around your neck. And because of that, you were hospitalized at St. Joseph's Medical Center.
Yeah.
Can you tell me when that was?
About 3 months ago.
3 months ago? Okay. And how long were you at the hospital?
About 3 days.
3 days. Okay, so about 72 hours?
Yeah, 72 hours, yeah.
Okay, well, 72 hours. And did they give you any type of medication or anything like that while you were there?
Yeah. Let's see, about 3 or 4 of these things.
Okay. Do you remember the name of them?
Yeah, Risperidol.
Okay, Risperidol. What, was there a dosage?
I think it was 0.5
0.5. Okay.
milligrams.
Okay.
Adderall, 10.
10 milligrams of Adderall. Okay.
Yeah. Depakote. Depakote.
Depakote.
Depakote.
Okay. Depakote. Okay. Depakote.
500 milligrams.
500 milligrams.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
anything else?
Clonidine.
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 Okay.
Yeah. 0.1.
0.1.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Any other ones?
I think it's 4.
4 medications.
Yeah.
Okay. And how often do you take them?
About once a day.
Once a day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And can you tell me a little bit about how do you feel with the medication? Do you feel like it's helping you?
Yeah, it's controlling the outbursts or the acuteness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's helping with that. You don't feel like you used to, but I think that can be a good thing.
Okay.
You know.
So that the frustration that you feel is helping that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. What else was going on when you said you felt frustration build up and that led you to do that? Can you tell me a little bit about where that frustration came from?
I had a family member pass away about 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Very close to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a person I could go to,
Mm-hmm.
talk.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't judge me.
Mm-hmm.
Other people don't see me in the same way.
Okay. How do you? What do you? Can you tell me a little bit about how does that? What do you mean that they don't see you in the same way? What was different?
Just, I guess they have their own point of view,
Okay.
and I guess I have my own point of view, and my point of view doesn't matter. So the communication is wrong, and so the frustration builds, and they want you to be a certain way, and they want you to do this and do that, and it's just not who I am. And when you lose somebody who sees you
Mm-hmm.
for who you are, then you have nowhere to go. You have no release,
Mhm.
no one to talk to. And so when you continually get barrage from one side, um, that's not the way you want to live or the way you want to be or the way you want to do things. It will just built up and built up and built up. And so there was, there was episodes of being defiant.
Okay.
There's episodes of where we just, I guess you just let it out. You just verbally abusively, not necessarily intentional, but it just, got to a point where it just couldn't take it. So.
You mentioned verbally abuse. Was that something that was happening to you or that you were doing to somebody else?
I think both. I think I was getting it, so I had to release it to somebody else, I guess, and which doesn't make me feel too good. But
Did that feel because it happened to you, it was normal to say it to somebody else?
I knew it wasn't right, but I didn't have any outlet,
Mm-hmm.
and so somebody else was in the right place at the wrong time.
Right.
And so it just bam, it just comes out, and it just and it just you have that. That's a release, but it's realizing that maybe it wasn't in the right context or in the right ways, and so
So do you feel remorse, or do you feel that? Because I hear what you're saying in regards to that was all, or maybe it helped you, but you stated that it didn't feel right. Um,
yeah, because they really didn't have anything to do with it.
Okay.
It was just somebody I work with, and they don't know what's going on, so
mhm.
that got construed as me being, maybe violently aggressive or aggressive, and it just, so which spiraled and led to one thing led to another, and
Yes.
you start feeling like, wow, or a little paranoid, it's hard to find the common ground.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's when someone's not there to kind of help right your ship, you're always being blown over on one side. So
Now, is this person, you stated it was a close family member of yours?
Mhm.
Was this someone was from your immediate family, or was
Yes.
like a cousin, or
well, it's my mother.
your mother? Okay. Yes. Now, do you feel that is there anybody else in your family that I understand you were close to your mother, but do you feel that you may be close to somebody, could be close to somebody else other than your mother?
Not as much.
Not as much?
No.
You just have that close
Yeah.
relationship with her?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is your goal for this session?
Learn how to communicate with people without exploding, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's a good goal.
And I realize that that people have opinions, but I have one too.
Mm-hmm.
And when those opinions contradict each other, there's got to be a way to resolve it
Right.
without leading to outbursts, without leading to thoughts of what happened before.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question. Because at the beginning of the conversation, we discussed about putting a belt around your neck, and what led you to do that? If you like to talk about it.
A total frustration of not being able to express and always being told, well, you need to do this and you need to do that and you need to do this and you should do that and you should do this, and it's just not who I am. It's just those kind of things, those pressures that are put upon you when you don't feel like that's right for you, and when you lose somebody who understands that,
Mm-hmm.
then you have no outlet.
Right. Do you feel that was some sort of maybe losing control?
Yes. Yeah, like I said, you can't find that balance. You can't find that. So you start second guessing things, and you start feeling guilty, maybe self-esteem type things. When you don't have somebody there telling you, hey, it's okay. Now it's not okay. And so it's like one person against the world type of thing. I mean, it's not that, but it feels like that. I mean, when your daily, when the people that you're around during the day, your group of people are constantly at you, then yeah, you just lose it.
Right. Now, you said that we talked about your goals. Is there somebody in particular that you feel that you can get close to within your family?
I don't. Not at this point. Not without some ground rules or some communication skills.
Right.
Because it just ends up. He said, she said. It's points of view.
Okay.
So when somebody's pushing their point of view upon you, and you don't want that, there's nothing you're going to say, and without some kind of intervention.
Okay. So are you open to the idea of having an intervention?
Yeah, something. I mean, like what we're doing. Maybe down the road, feel more comfortable. Maybe you could talk to them and be that person that's the in-between, the counselor, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Most definitely I can do that. Remember that what we're here and what I'm here for is for you, and to help you, to guide you to finding resolution to whatever you're feeling, right? And I feel that sometimes it is important to include the family or those who are around you. Sometimes it's difficult because, as you mentioned, the one who you felt closer to is no longer here. But sometimes having other people around you will help you to release those feelings that you feel, rather than feeling frustration and then just having an outburst. So what do you think of the idea about bringing, as you said, maybe down the road, bring in some family members, we can talk to them? Do you think it would work?
It's got to be better than what what's going on now. I mean,
Yes.
it's got to be better.
Because they may also be concerned. When we do this kind of meeting with the family, and of course, as you mentioned, having ground rules. This is simply just for them to get to know who you are as Scott, the person, and then you get to hear their point of view about their concerns. So the thing about this is to having that open communication. So you are able to talk to them, and they're able to understand where you're coming from. And or when you have those outbursts, they know that it's not really personal, but more at them, but more of you dealing with something that's going on, and to have that support from your home. How do you feel about that?
Nervous.
Nervous, I'm sure, yes.
But I'd like to add that as a goal, yeah, as to be able to communicate.
Okay, then we can do that. Now, what days work better for you?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Is that Wednesday mornings, Wednesday afternoons?
Yeah, about after lunch.
After lunch,
1
okay.
o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Okay, now, do you want to meet with them right away, or you said down the road? But
Yeah.
let's set a time frame, or do you just want to leave it open whenever you feel ready to bring them in?
Yeah, maybe after a couple months.
Couple months?
I have to learn some things communication-wise, and be able to how to process things without just going off the handle.
Definitely.
So I think that when I'm ready, when we think that, then we can work on the other side.
Yeah, definitely. My goal is to work with you whenever you're ready. I don't want you to feel pressure doing anything that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So I think that best way to be successful is when you yourself are ready. Just know that I'm here to guide you and lead you there and be there whenever you're ready. And so if there's only one person whom you want to bring, then that's fine. Or if you want the whole family, then that's fine. Or we just introduce one by one. So it's just however you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I'd feel better a slow, you know, bring one in maybe and then another one, and then when everybody's had an opportunity to meet maybe one-on-one, and then bring them all in. So that now everybody kind of has some ground rules, some explanations, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel better that way. If they're going to come in cold, it's not going to work.
Right.
I just don't think so.
Yeah. And it's a way for everybody to understand each other. So, and that's the best form of communication is when you're able to discuss anything, and there's no judgment, simply just a communication. So, great. So we discussed that we're gonna be, one of our goals is to meet for about 3 months, and then we're going to bring in either, depending on how you feel, either one family at a time and or the family, so we can have open discussion, open communication with them, so that you and them can understand each other. This allows you to have other members of the family where you can talk to, and when you feel frustrated or something, you can let them know. Also, what we discussed is whenever you're ready, we'll have everybody here to do an intervention. Okay. You stated Wednesdays are better for you in the afternoon, so we can do it. We can definitely do that, and we'll go from there. See how this goes. How does that sound to you?
That's a good start.
Good start, yeah.
Yeah.
So overall, today's session, how do you feel?
Better.
Better?
Yeah, I mean, it's just that little bit of hope.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yes.
it's all we can really start with,
Right.
and go for that. You know, make the light a little bigger at the end of the tunnel.
Right, definitely, yes. And
Yeah.
there's always that light, so you just have to find a way to see that light. So great. Any other questions you have, or anything else you want to add?
So the sessions be about an hour?
Yes, they're
Okay.
usually about an hour.
Okay. All right. I just need to know schedule-wise.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be at the same time?
Yes.
Okay. That's,
Yeah, it creates consistency, but if for whatever reason you think you need to change it or anything like that, you can always let us know.
Yeah.
As I said, we're here for you.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Great.
Right.
Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it was great meeting you, and I hope to see you next week, okay?
All right.
So we'll see you after lunch.
Thank you.
All right, thank